Welcome back, MTG Joe here. Today we're going to be playing some mono black goodness in Standard. This is a deck that I've played a bit with offline and a card that I've enjoyed from the new set, Invoke Despair. So there's a whole Invoke cycle, kind of big splashy, heavy on the pips of mana for each color. So Invoke Despair is a 5 mana sorcery. Target opponent sacrifices a creature. If they can't, they lose 2 life and draw a card. Then they repeat this process for an enchantment and a planeswalker. So this potentially can be 5 mana, deal 6 damage, draw 3 cards. It also is like really handy in matchups to like kill a planeswalker, kind of pick apart pieces of their deck. Even against like the black-white mirrors, stuff like that, you can like hit a Lulth, hit a creature, hit Meathook, something like that line, which is pretty good advantage overall. So the deck itself is a mono black snow base. So we have Blood on the Snow for the recursive elements. We have the core package of Eye Twitch, Shambling Ghast, and Deadly Dispute as our card advantage. That allows us to have a lesson board. Some removal spells in the form of March of the Wretched Sorrow. So black X deals X damage to target creature planeswalker. You gain X life. Really looking for this as a way to gain some life. And we can also discard cards from our hand to reduce the cost. So in a pinch, if we need to, can kind of power it up that way. Power word kill. I'm going with this over Infernal Grasp. At this point, there's not really many angels or dragons being played in the format, at least in best of one. So this is a pain-free way to hit stuff from like mono white, the mirror, stuff like that. Also playing a couple copies of Tainted Adversary. So on turn 2, it's a 2/3 into a lot of 2-power creatures if we look in like mono white, stuff like that. So it blocks fairly well. Death Touch also lets it trade up with stuff like Adeline. And in the late game, we can, if we cast it, we can pump it a bunch of times with its ability to get a bunch of decay zombies. Meathook, as always, the best card in black, the reason you play it. And then I'm doing a 3-drop split of Graveyard Trespasser, a hard-to-kill threat. They basically have to 2-for-1 themselves in order to kill it. It also applies pressure, eats away the graveyard for like the Blood on the Snow mirrors, kind of recursive deck, flashback cards, and gains you some life. And then one of Skullport Merchant as a way to sack your kind of small things, get around lifelink, and draw some cards. One Agadeems as a kind of a recursive element. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4 technically with our deck, going up to a copy of Henrika. Another just way to have lifelink in the deck, kind of the Kalidas style role. If Kalidas was a card, we'd play Kalidas instead, but Henrika will do. We have some copies of Sorin for card advantage. Lulth is just really good planeswalkers, both of them in here. Invoke Despair, like I mentioned, and Blood on the Snow. We're doing a mana base of Hive of the Eye Tyrant as a creature land. A copy of Takenuma, Banded Mire to recycle our stuff. Some Field of Ruins as well to blow up our opponent's creature lands. The wish board, we have Sciences, Exhibition, a Containment Breach, which we could hit off of treasures, Necrotic Fumes, and then a Confront the Past. So that's the deck. We're in like the 900s Mythic. We've been hovering around 7 to 1,000 for the last couple videos. So see if we can make a push with this deck. The black, white, and like the Meathook mirrors tend to be extremely grindy with this deck. I had one go like 35 minutes, just back and forth. You kind of go through almost your entirety of the deck. So we'll see how many games we get in. Usually keep the videos around 30 to 40 minutes. As always, if you do enjoy this content, if you can, drop a like, comment, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. In addition to gameplay video, we also do daily meta videos where we go over all the hotness, the best decks in each format on Arena, powered from Untapped GG. Untapped was mentioned. You can kind of get all this overlay, deck tracking, win rates, all that goodness. It's free to use. The link is in the video description. Okay, so this could be the Artifact aggro deck. A little annoying, but we're curving out pretty nice here. No removal, but will do. So I'm actually offering this trade because now I can eat their spirit so they don't get the recursive value out of it. So So I'd like something to fill my curve next turn. We haven't really drawn anything other than lands, not even a utility land. This actually is pretty good because it gives me just targets to eat out of the graveyard. If I don't play anything, I could also transform it. Portable Hole, Spike Fields. Power Word's not bad. Of the cards, probably Hole if it's a Restore History or whatever it's called deck. This will basically be drain 6, draw 3 potentially. This could be a Velomachus deck actually. I think we're just going to do this. I want to get the card draw at this point. Okay, so here we could get him to discard another card. But then they take 2 damage and we get to draw another card. What are they trying to bring back? Henrika's not bad. So they also gain 6 life this game, so worth no, or gain 4 life. Oh, that's actually really good for us. So I think we're gonna go Henrika. We'll draw a card here. It gets flipped back, but I think it's fine. If they have a sweeper, I just bring it back with Blood on the Snow. We could have flipped it, but I think taking the card advantage, we're not under any pressure this turn. So here, I think we do this. Each player sacks a creature. While not lethal, puts him pretty close to it. Can exile a Shambling Gas from my graveyard that puts him basically at dead. I think we just do this. There's no sense of us overcommitting. We have lethal on board. I have the Blood on the Snow. They need a sweeper here anyways. Okay, cool. We'll take that. Can't tell if opponent was like a Reanimator deck or what they were trying to do as their endgame. Like they're top 1500 Mythic, so something they were doing was playable. Hoju, number 508. Best opener. Well, I think either I Twitch or I still think maybe the best opener is Shambling Gas into Deadly Dispute into Lulth on turn 3. But we won't be greedy. It's still a really good start. think I'm just gonna do this now. I'll get probably just sciences at this point, if it is mono white aggro. No, I'll get necrotic fumes. We got Spirited Companion. No trades here. I think we just get this going. No sense of exiling just yet. Okay, so we do have Skullport. Do I want to trade 2 for 1? 2 for 1 leaves me open to a Meat Hook, which I don't think I want to right now. They're a circle deck, so the Skyclave needs to die. I think we're just going to do this now. While we don't get the learn value, I do think it's important here to take that off the battlefield. We need some card advantage getting to go. The Bank Bus. These drawing a bunch of extra cards a turn is annoying. I think I'm gonna use this ability and just... because this is gonna get chumped potentially anyways. I think at this point we can exile this. They could Meat Hook for 4, but I can sack my board. When it enters the battlefield, deals damage equal to twice the number of vehicles you control, target creature or planeswalker. So let him discard a card here. So the question is, do I dispute or merchant? I think we just dispute this. Keep the extra threat out for now. So that does get to target another one of my threats. I think here I gotta kill the companion. The reason being, then they can sack the companion in lieu. What's a crew cost on this? Crew 4, crew 3, bank bus will come in. Let's draw some cards. So just play this out for 0 here. I think that's okay. They can't blink it. They could have removal here.
You started this fight.
So that's annoying. Question is, I think we just meat hook for 3 here. We're hoping for a little bit more card advantage. Another Invoke Despair would be nice. Agadeems would get back just a 3-drop. Edgar's annoying. Edgar allows a crew here.
Strike fast and strike hard.
So what's our best draw? It's a very good draw.
Envy the strong, for this subservience will be rewarded.
I think it's right here to kill that. We're not killing them next turn, and it just lets them get a lot bigger, gives them first strike, makes it harder to do things. They've managed to get rid of 2 of our meat hooks, which is good in a drain game. If they have meat hook of their own, it's pretty bad here. We're looking for another Invoke here. Blood on the Snow would be decent. They got a lot of unchecked value from us with just these Spirited Companions. Okay, so they hit us there. Cleric's putting in some work. We might have to throw away... Ooh, Wretched. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This makes us attack with Menace. Just get rid of the Wandering Emperor. These have been doing pretty good. Gotta get through 1 point of damage. Meat Hook works. Invoke Despair works. We got a lot of live draws. So they can blink one of their vehicles. To blow up one of my spiders. They need to have Vanishing Verse in hand. Then to hit my hive. Yeah, get rid of the portable hole. So they need to do the mech. So we got to do this as though they don't have removal. If they have verse, they have verse. Again, we can't. We could only play around what we know. Got him. Nice. 645. And that game there was them taking our meat hooks off the board so we couldn't get Drainsies. They had a lot of exile removal that was well timed. Let's do this one more. Stretch'ems, puppy. My dog's doing some yoga in the corner here. 272. Okay, so they're putting us in the try-hard bracket. We got lands, we got a kill spell. I can be both aggressive and reactive with this hand. Kind of just want lands from this point. Kind of giving off that zombie tribal vibe. Golgari Snow. This is a good spell because they can't just do nothing for the turn. And if they want to kill it, it's a 2-for-1. It'll get around Meat Hook. Give me a sec, the dog wants to get out of the room. Okay, we have Innkeeper here, so Innkeeper would let them go up to 3. See what they do here. I'm inclined to let Trespasser just flip this turn. Because they could Meat Hook for 3. Like this, it goes to 4. So it leaves me that threat behind. I can just Power Word kill whatever they play this turn. I'd really like a land just to...
For the sake of all Innistrad, My will must. You fight for me now.
So we'll kill this. Okay, that does flip here. So each player sacks a creature. We kill this. We can get got by Meathook here, but I think that's the right line.
Darkness, I return.
If they have Meathook, they have Meathook. If they have Blood on the Snow, they have Blood on the Snow. I can't really play around that at this point. They would need a Snow mana in order to get Sorin back, which they don't have. So the best they can get, gotta go Storm the Festival. Lulth is annoying.
My children drench their hands in the... Aren't I the generous one?
So I could transform Henrika. Can draw a card. I think we need to draw a card here. Not hitting land for a couple turns sucks. We have a turn with Storm. So they can kill that. Again, I can't really afford to play around. Them hitting Lulth was like a really good hit.
My will cannot be denied.
We've missed lands for too many turns, and now it's starting to catch up to us.
I will cull the weak.
What we will need to do is probably just go all in on Lulth. Jeez. That's scary. Okay, we did hit Meathook. So here, I think we're just going face.
Aren't I generous?
I can play this out this turn, but it doesn't really achieve me anything. I need a land.
We can foster much growth.
A gift in exchange for loyalty.
Like, it's actually kind of humorous at this point that we just haven't 15 cards in, haven't seen another land. Dispute here.
Do what I demand.
Because overall, this is getting them closer to another storm.
My power is for annihilation.
I mean, we might be able to just juke them out of the game. Kind of depends what we hit at this point. They are at 7. Invoke Despair could deal some damage, but if they're going to keep hitting storms, because they're getting to the point where they can flashback storms. Yeah, they meat hook here. I need this blood on the snow to get rid of these Wrens, but then Wren makes tokens.
Power grows with tender care.
Bit of an aggressive line on their part.
Hatred lives.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, it's actually kind of funny. Or sad. This is a game we had to win if we just hit a land like 6 turns earlier. 17 cards, we have to fetch our 5th land. We needed them, like even if they hit Wren that turn when they hit Lulth, it would have helped, but this has just been able to provide a steady stream of blockers.
It's bold to bargain with me.
Pretty aggressive, all things considered. So what can I bring back? So we're definitely getting rid of Planeswalkers.
I am vengeance.
The entire forest.
And then we're probably going to exile a Storm the Festival.
You can deal with my servant. I'm busy.
He says as he never proceeds to draw another land.
Are you enraptured by my beauty? Or do you fear it? You win this round.
We're dead here.
But
The Magic Shuffler wasn't for us that game. You can play like these tight games and then you get these games where it's just like, hey, how about every 6-drop in your deck, but here's 4 lands. And we had them kind of against the ropes, but if you give them multiple... If you let a Lulth go unchecked for multiple turns, they started to have the life gain element as well. So we had a short window before they could gain life, so Arm was going to be able to close things out. This hand's decent. We could potentially power out an early Henrika. See if this is mono black, if this is the mirror. No, black white. Ooh. So one little thing with this one is non-angel. So if they're on Righteous Valkyrie, we actually can't hit Righteous. So I attacked there just because this would get bigger anyways. Can't really do much here. So they're going to gain some life. I just basically need to set up for this blood on the snow. Okay, whatever they... Brutal Cathar. We'll sack that. So I'm actually cool here with Henrika. Let's each sack a creature. this Brutal Cathar. While I can play out Adversary, I'm likely gonna just be blooding on the snow, so I want to keep this extra mana. This is particularly good if they drop Brutal Cathar. Because now I can do destroy all creatures. Get you back. So I've just opted to draw a card this turn. Get the value in case they have another piece of removal. There is potential they are a Blood on the Snow deck. So we will want to prioritize eating away at their graveyard.
You require my aid. Subservience will be rewarded.
It's a pretty free attack here. They leave us a 4/4 if so. And now I can get my Lulth going.
I'm sure you'll
That's fine.
miss me.
So I'm going to get rid of the Righteous Valkyrie. The way they come back into this game is going after my life total. I don't want to commit more into the board just yet. I mean, if they have a land, they can Meat Hook. I think we just let it pass here. Maybe it is right because I still get a 4/4. Okay, so they have Aura. I think overall it's fine to send this all in because they're not going to be left with anything to reanimate anyways. And if they want to block any of my menace creatures, I get to eat something. And again, I get left with a 4/4 because of Skyclave. Get some zombies here. They need Meat Hook. But then I'm left with a 4/4, and then I have this. So they're kind of in an awkward spot because they have to attack with Aura. Just to eat away at their graveyard some more. I'm going to prioritize killing Aura over their Skyclaves. Because if they do have a sweeper, I want to leave behind. Same if I blood on the snow. I want to get those creatures off of it. It's actually a little annoying. If we had one more land, we would have been okay. We would have been able to eat their thing. Yep, second aura. How do we want to win? Let's go style points. I eat your aura. Oh, I get to eat both. Drainsies. I feel like they had too many non-clerics to take advantage there. Like we ate. Oh! Oh! Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. Overall, pretty good. We kind of got screwed over from the full 4-0, but we got into top 700, which was nice. Catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Have a great one. Stay safe out there.